So at the end of last stream, we basically were just in the process of researching flight mode, and we hadn't actually just finished processing flight mode by the end of the stream. So all it is, I let the game run a little bit longer for the research to finish, and now we can fly around, which is awesome! And we can petit planks our way all over this planet here. A little faster. We can't get quite out into space yet. Oh, there's two-part stream on Ava's channel with giveaways. What is Ava playing? Golfy? Oh, Golfy and Coral Island. I don't know what Coral Island is. I was watching Golfy though, and it's pretty hilarious. Yeah. That eats fuel like crazy to fly around like that, but it's super fun. Okay. Well, let's figure out where are we going. We need to keep up some technology. I don't know. It's possible that I've researched everything that just needs a blue cube. I think I was letting things idle. Yeah, and I think we researched everything that only needs blue science. So we need to set up our red science right now. Oh, I can do energy circuits. Which sort of has to be researched by hand, just because you don't throw this stuff in the calculator. Let's see here. Well, wood I'm just gonna have to collect manually. Okay, no. Coal. Where's our coal mines? At this point, I'm just flying because it's fun. Not because it's smart. There we go. Ooh. Shift. There we go. Shift to grab a single one. And then how do I make these energetic graphite? Okay, from coal. Can I make those by hand? I think I can make them by hand. I mean, obviously we don't want to in the long run. Okay, I'm gonna need more coal. Well, let's just grab all this after all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that'll research that. That'll literally be everything that we can do currently. We didn't finish Astroneer, no. We actually had a conversation about Astroneer on the Discord right before the stream. I think Astroneer is a tremendously good game. But ultimately, I don't think it was exactly the 100% vibe for me. We did get to like the planet core in Astroneer, but then we sort of stopped there. I just noticed Astroneer just got a big update that like dropped today or something as well. Like their finale update, like the end of their story, which is exciting. Ava described Coral Island as a complete ripoff of Stardew Valley, with bits of No Place Like Home and Disney's Dreamlight Valley tossed in. That's funny. Right, so, okay. For red science, we're just gonna let this go in the back. For red science cubes, what we need is we need energetic graphite, which I just happen to craft some by hand right now, but obviously we want to automate. And the other thing we need, which really can't be done by hand, is hydrogen. What we need to do is we need to start doing some oil processing. Now, the first crack at oil processing in ESP is kind of rough. You only have a very basic recipe for it. The same thing happens in Factorio with your oil processing. You sort of do an inefficient version of oil processing, and then you upgrade to a more efficient one once you can research it. But you have to bootstrap the thing with the starter one. So we're going to find an oil well, and ideally I'd like to find an oil well near a coal vein. Well, there might be some over there. Let's see what we can do in this area. Oh yeah, that's not super close. And again, just burning tons of fuel for nothing. Oh, well, actually right over here. Never mind. We got a crude oil seep here, and I do have some coal nearby. We'll probably have to move our wind turbines. I mean, obviously, we have to get rid of the renewable energy to make room for oil processing. That's, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how the world works. There you go. So we researched the circuit stuff. Good. And that's just a bonus little upgrade, not a big deal. Okay. We need single oil extractor. What do we need for this? Brick? Okay. Yeah, we've got our little mall over here, and we have a brick stockpile somewhere nearby here. Ah, over here. I'm not going to automate construction of the oil well or anything. I don't think it's something we need in huge bulk numbers, at least not at this stage in the game. So 1 oil extractor. And we're gonna need at least a couple oil refineries. We're gonna want more than that going forward, but again, we'll have to be changing our setup. We can probably build 4. We're gonna have to change our setup on oil refineries again when we get to the next tier of tech, regardless. Greta Thunberg would be disappointed. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I'm sure Essentia's not particularly happy either. I think this wind turbine is also in the way. What's the shortcut key for copying a building? There you go. Every time I switch games, I have to like... and they're similar games, which makes it a little bit annoying. Oh, that's the wrong building anyway. I was trying to... Here, let me just sort of squeeze you in over here. And then... drop a bunch of wind turbines out this way. And then, however I have in my inventory, just dump those as well. Yeah. Oh, was I trying to put I might have been trying to put a refinery on there instead of the oil extractor. That could have been it as well. In any case, I don't think it's the end of the world to make a little bit of space here. How do you not have power? Really? This is not covering you? Ugh. Wind power, man. Why are you so bad? There you go. All right. So that's going to output crude oil. Man, my muscle memory is all screwed up from playing Astro Colony. Can we say solar is renewable when it will run out in 5 billion years? All right, so crude oil coming out. So why are we gonna need to refine it? Well, so again, we need to refine it because we need hydrogen for our red science. Now, we'll probably want to do some things with splitters and things. I'm just going to leave a little space over here, but what I'm going to do right this second is just plan on having... And there's a bunch of ways we can stack this to make it work more cleanly and things, but I'm just going to put down a couple of these right now. We'll figure out a better setup for it later, mostly when we upgrade to the new thing. So we are going to use plasma refining. So we're going to get hydrogen and refined oil by refining crude oil with plasma. Is what we're going to work on right now. Copy this, paste it over there, get you some power. We'll just use the Tesla tower over here to transmit that. And we are going to want to feed in this stuff over here. And then we're going to output the 2 different products. Now, we have 2... That's going to be too close. I think we need a gap. No, that's... Will it be fine? Maybe that's fine. There's 2 different ways that we can filter out, because we're going to get 2 different outputs. What we could do... I think it is too close. Yeah. What we could do is when we put our inserters down, we can put a filter on this. So we can say only grab the hydrogen and put it on this one, or only grab the crude oil and put it on the other one. Is it weirdly only doing one as is? What am I getting confused about here? Maybe it's just got a backlog and it's preferring one versus the other? Because it should ultimately grab... Oh, no, there it is. There you go. I couldn't see the little brown cubes. There you go. So we're getting crude oil and we're getting hydrogen on the same one. Or what I could do is I could build a second conveyor belt and have a filter on there. What I'm going to do is, for potentially slightly more lazy right this second, I'm going to go and put a splitter over here. And I'm going to have... Does it not just flow out from here? I'm getting confused about splitter. Oh, was I just not highlighting the right place? Just not highlighting the right place. Probably gonna have to clean this up a little bit because some crude oil got on this. Isn't it Z in this game for vacuuming? I thought it was Z. Pick up stuff that got on the ground. Does anyone remember? Pick up random shit? That is Factorio. Is it just right-clicking this one? No, it's not right-clicking this one. Yeah, I can click on the belt and select things, but there's another way to do it. I know when you drop debris, you can vacuum it up, but maybe it's just when you drop debris behind that it does that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Whatever. This is what happens when I take a break from a game for a couple of days. Make me 1 extra storage tank. Actually, make me 3 extra in total. They're stackable. There we are. So we're gonna do this. And all this is gonna have to get ripped apart when we get the better oil cracking recipe. But this is gonna be a start. And right now we literally aren't gonna do anything at all with refined oil. I'm gonna dump more in there. Why are you being so weird about dumping? There you go. We're not gonna do anything with this at all. So what we may end up doing, in fact, I probably don't need this much storage for the hydrogen because we are gonna be using this. Oh, that's the max height of this. Okay, never mind. Then I'll just use that. Anyway, but we really want is a big stockpile for this so that we have something we can do with it. Mm-hmm. There's control for gathering, but that's like the control click on a building to grab everything out of it. I don't think that's the ground pickup. I don't know if there's a way for me to force... No, that's a build. Because I know when you craft something, it drops on the ground if your inventory is full. Solar panel. Build that later. All right. Let's get some coal over here. Let's... I don't know if I can get... I was hoping to get this one here, as well as that stuff over there. Maybe with a slightly different rotation I could. Every now and again it blinks so close. Doesn't actually matter. Alright, just go there, it's fine. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this, it is still new to the game. Like, it's the latest patch where it automatically changes the elevation for you when crossing things. Oh my god, it makes life so much better. So we just need to get this to the relatively same area. Here's where we're crossing one of the tropics over here, because the planet is round and you cannot map squares to a circle. There's just no way to do it. So every now and again, it's got to do this thing where the grid shifts ever so slightly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played Total Annihilation. Yeah, quite good. It wasn't my RTS of choice. I was always a StarCraft person, but TA was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Isn't the current belt limited to 180? Huh? I don't know what that means. I mean, I can build more than 180 belts. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. Okay. So with this and this, to make... I think we can just feed these into the matrix right now for crafting. Oh, actually, where's our science? Over here. Yeah, so we're kind of doing this a little far away. That's all right. We can send things from a distance. So what we're going to do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Oh, I still have to process that into the graphite tubes. You do those on a smelter? Yes, okay. So I need an arc smelter. How fast is this process? By hand, it's a 2-second cycle, although with 2 inputs. The belts can carry 6 items per second, so theoretically, if this is it's a 2-second with 2 inputs. Oh, no, so I can put down 6 smelters, and that'll be okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Which I could have just grabbed those from the mall, actually. I think I do craft those, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mall crafts smelters somewhere in there. There we go. So you're gonna do this. So yeah, some of the buildings are flush on the grid, so it's possible to put the conveyors too close. But these, because of the way they are, you automatically have like enough space for them to fit properly. So you're gonna be taking the coal, you're gonna be outputting the energetic graphene. Now what I'm gonna do is, oh, I need to extend this. Go bots, go! And 6. And just get them some power. Excellent. So now, unless I am wrong, and I'm never wrong, shut up, we can start with the science production. So let's assume, do something like this. Let me just verify. If I want to make red cubes, yeah, you need that and that. Need more of these little bots and move faster, but those are all tech upgrades we'll be able to get later on. All right. These to be grabbing. And ejecting. Okay. Good. All right. So I'm going to make a duplicate of that. And then I'm going to stack these pretty high so that they work quite quickly. And now I gotta route this all the way over to my other labs. Yeah, we'll give it some nice elevation here. Oh, hang on. Let me let the bots finish their job here. Maybe it'd be better to route it this way. I was gonna cut through this. I don't know, 61, half a dozen. It's, I don't think, wait, can you just have a separate lab to eat the red? I thought the labs would need to eat both the red and the blue simultaneously. Actually, I don't know the answer to that. I mean, some tech only needs red, but a lot of it needs both red and blue, and I assumed we had to feed it both to the same machine. Is this lab not working? Oh, you know what? Because it wasn't quite far enough for the second inserter. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they need both. Yeah. Raging Dragon says we need both, and I think that's the case. Do I still have a bunch of coal on me? No, I don't. Here, let's do this. Since I'm so good at wasting power, and then you can burn this grass too. I ran out of energy, which is going to slow down my bots as well, since the poor things have to recharge. Are my labs not over here? Oh, there they are. My poor bots! Where are you, bots? Oh, there's one. Do I have the, Oh, I do have the wireless transmitters. Let me craft a few of these. Put one down. Then, if I stay within the radius... So my power's staying down because the bots are just eating the power to charge themselves as it goes. Admittedly, crafting things doesn't help, but if I can get one of these, I can stand within the radius of this tower to reload my battery here. And it'll reload faster. Wow, it's actually stalled the replicator here because it was out of power. You can do it. Oh, stalled again. It doesn't help that I'm burning the grass first, which doesn't give you as much juice as quickly. There we go. There's our first one of these. And the bots do build whatever's closest first, so they'll install this one. And then I'll just eat power directly off the grid to charge myself. There we go. So this, I was gonna see the core energy is gonna fill up like crazy. Oh, my poor bots. I was so bad to you. This is still, Dyson Sphere program's still in early access. I think their next big thing they want to add is combat. And see, I like the way that these guys do it. The base game feels really solid. Like, as far as I know, the game is completely, like, beatable right now. Like, you can go all the way down the technology tree to get the final thing, complete the game, build everything. But they're adding more features. They got, like, the base features done right, properly. You're not running to, like, weird work-in-progress items. Satisfactory. That are there for some reason after 4 years after early access has come out. It still feels broken and has broken UI. And anyway, I promise I'm not going to complain about Satisfactory some more. It's a great game, but it's really questionable that some of that shit is still absolutely in a weird busted state after all this time. There you go. So I'm going to stand here. Oh man, our poor little drones! They're having to work so hard! Let me put this over here so they can be a little closer to the work site. Oh, my poor little drones. So yeah, and the tech tree, we do have some upgrades for both more drones and more drone speeds. Ooh, logistic carriers. Oh, that's a different thing. Logistics bots, baby. Yeah, see, drone engines make your little drones faster, and the communication control gives you access to more drones. And actually, this actually might be like my top priority. Well, really, it should be the better oil stuff, but part of me really just wants to say the first thing I want to do is have more drones. And, oh, I need Mecha Core 2 to be able to get the next level of drone engine. There we go. More drones and make them move more faster. Look at that big trail of red tech. I love how glowy it is too. The tech looks fantastic at night. You can't hand place items without the drones in this, I don't think. You can hand craft, which we can do over here. Well, you really generally want to avoid it. You can hand craft. I don't think you can hand place. Make it the other side here. Actually, what I'll probably do is move that right here. Just keep up the power. Is that all completed? Oh, no. Hang on. Little drone. Make it a priority to do this one, please. Just one more left. Thank you. Good droney boys. Sharp Chris says, there's something to be said about a game's being done but only having basic skeleton features. With that being said, Dyson Sphere's okay. Still want to see what they add to the game. Yeah. So, I mean, I am excited to keep adding more. But, like, RimWorld and Factorio were two good examples as well of games that, like, didn't feel unfinished because the features that were in there, they kept making sure they ran really well. And then we're like, okay, now we're going to add, like, this new tier of features. Can I move that way? I feel like they did a really good job with those. Wait, do we not get like vertical support pillars on these? I didn't realize it just hung in the air in much the same way a brick doesn't. That's funny. Didn't they used to have support pillars? Oh, maybe not. All right, let's keep it elevated a little bit more. Oh, I might be out of conveyor belts, actually. Yeah, let me build that many. And then go shopping at the mall. There you go, a bunch of conveyor belts. Ready to go. You know, as you can build splitter pillars. Ooh, neat. So I still want it to be elevated for another run through here over these rocks. Okay, that's still flowing. Good. I really should have centralized my science a little more. I think I built it here because there was... See, there's oil here. There's coal in the distance. Maybe that was always my plan. I was like, I don't know, that coal's so far away. So instead I just route the red stuff really far. I don't know. Okay, let me get that. I'm gonna have to move this Tesla tower. Run you to there. Oh, there goes. Punk. Guys are back up, and then grab from there, and here comes the red stuff. Science! Awesome. Okay. So yeah, our rate of red science cube production is not going to be enough to keep up with this stuff, which is why we're going to have to dramatically upgrade the oil thing, which really... It is a little foolish to put this stuff first. What I really need to do, the first thing you probably need to do with your red science is get, is it X-ray cracking? Yeah, is get X-ray cracking. Maybe I'll get the more drones, but not the drone speed right now. Yeah, that's fine. X-ray cracking, then I'll queue the mecha core. Okay. Yeah, Mr. White, yeah, science! Exactly. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm no longer having to burn coal right now, because right now I'm generating all my power from this. And I mean, I'm not doing much, so not even have to worry about it. Okay. Mine just must be the science lab sounds. It's quite cool. Alright. So we're going to want to return this area over here. And we may end up needing to move things over more, especially with the oil, the iron being right here. Man, there's more coal there too. Actually crazy. That would probably want a stacking tech to make tech more efficient. I mean, like make the buildings taller? Or something else? Oh, you literally in the vertical construction over here. Yeah, which only needs red. And then yeah, we can stack things taller, which is actually really convenient for space stuff. Because I think it says +2 labs, right, as well? Because it's +1 height, but I think it's +2 for labs. Yeah. So we can stack our labs 5 high. Just really space efficient. Yeah, I really should have just made sure the X-ray cracking was first, but oh well. And yeah, I think the bottleneck right now is going to be the hydrogen, so I may have wanted to even build more of this in the first place. It was really stupid to do the drones first, but I don't care. Wanted more drones. I suppose what I can do right now is just duplicate this little block, even though it's a little bit silly right now. It's not the end of the world. Hey, we can make a blueprint. New empty blueprint. Can't remember how do you... Okay, thank you. How you actually fill the blueprint. Sharing code. Does anyone remember? Control C. Thank you. Oh, it's snapping to the building. I'm like, why is the square not working the way I keep thinking it is? There you go. There you go. I can save this, not that there's any reason to do it. Here, I'll delete the original empty one. Yeah, use this. It doesn't tell you when you're going to be squishing something. Huh. Oh, can you not just put a splitter on an existing line? Oh, that's unfortunate. Guys, there's something I can finally say that, like, Satisfactory does quite well, because I think you can just put a splitter on an existing line in Satisfactory. Just Control V without saving. Yeah. No, you can't? People told me you could. I know you can in Factorio. People told me in Satisfactory you can just drop a splitter on top of an existing line of conveyor belts. Oh, there's a mod for that. Okay. But yeah, in Factorio, you totally can. But I mean, it's unfair comparing things to Factorio, because Factorio, it just does everything perfectly awesome and amazing all the time and forever, and never does anything wrong. Yeah, UI, and also, just quality of life stuff in Factorio is pretty high. Say, does it still know which one of these I'm on when I'm placing on the blueprint? And it is. I'm just able to Control V again, which is nice. What do you mean collides with an object, though? I mean, it's colliding with... Oh, because the conveyor belt goes the opposite way. There you go. Shift Enter, force it anyway. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I was like, no, this is just conveyor belt. I can totally do this in the same place. For all I know, there's a better way to do these splitters here too, but I'm stressing too much about the design of this area, because this whole thing has to be replaced when we get to the next level of oil cracking. I'm sure there's another way to do this, but... Also, oh, right, we don't have any oil refineries. I'm short 4 oil refineries, which is oil refinery here, which I'll have to go and pick up some inventory, because, yeah, we definitely don't produce that on bus or in the lab. What do I need for it? I need plasma exciters. I don't think we make those. I do make steel. Seems like I need those and those. Oh, glass. I'm wondering if a plasma exciter should be something that gets made in our little setup over here. There we go. Those will be the 4 missing ones. I mean, yes, everything should be made automatically. We have to prioritize things, right? I only unlocked some of this stuff recently, So what would be involved? So the exciters, we need these, what are these triangle things called? Prisms. Okay, so glass into prisms. Assembling machines assembly. Oh, I don't know if I automate making the little chests here. Oh, wait, why was this saying I didn't have any? I clearly have some. I must have selected the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, that's too close, isn't it? No, it's not too close. It looks like it is. There you go. Prisms and limit to a stack of 1, please. What's the other thing? The plasma exciters? What's involved in making those? You need the electromagnets or whatever they're called and the prisms. So where are electromagnets being stored? Right there. Unless I bring the glass in further here. Actually, I can just get some extra electromagnetic production. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah, before I do that, come back over here, because as I say, we probably finished handcrafting, which means things got installed. Reach everything? Good. You guys are all... You are not all. I guess when it couldn't put down the conveyor belt, it also didn't put down the linked inserters, which is fair. Okay. So now our hydrogen production is going way up, which is still the bottleneck for this production over here, but it's happening a little faster. Yeah, and at some point, the light oil over here is going to get filled up and everything's going to get screwed until we put down some extra tanks. And hopefully we can get to the new tier of tech before that happens. We're halfway there, anyway. All right. Then back over... Right over here. Oh yeah, just copying this is not going to work out. Research speed too slow. Shut up, game. What? Oh, it still had the copy thing in. That's interesting. So yeah, if I want you to do this, you need copper and the other thing. No, that one's too close. It's not too close. All right. I keep imagining things. Sure, good. He's just... Maybe, okay, maybe it's never too close when it's a conveyor belt. But this, yeah, this won't work. Maybe conveyor belts are always okay. Maybe that's the difference. So if I do this and tell you you're going to be making plasma exciter, kinky, I'm going to grab those. Power situation. Oh, we need so much more power. I just noticed everything seems to be moving really slowly. Yeah, we're already producing coil things, but it was going to be annoying to route them from here. See, I need to be burning more coal. This wind power is clearly not going to work. I heard it from the governor of Texas. Wind power's no good. There's no way this wind power, that's going to be enough to fix things. It brings it up some. Ooh, my core energy is depleting as well. Can I burn oil products? Oh, cool. Yeah. And this wood. Although, A, it would be handy if I was standing inside of this radius. B, I can just go and grab a bunch of coal somewhere. Running out of power just means you move really slowly and things like that, so you don't want it to happen, but we don't have to freak out immediately. Go, let's copy with limiter 1. There we go. All right. So we got some other products that I can grab on demand over here to help with constructing. The other thing I need to just throw down... Let's throw down a thermal power plant, actually. Where are we already processing coal? Nowhere super nearby. Okay. Over here. Oh, I'm even throwing some coal in this bin here. It's not even routing anywhere. Okay. Then... what am I gonna do? Something like that. Something like that. I'm gonna add some more after. Interesting, it's got 3 connectors on one side and 2 on the other. Oh, actually, I want to change my mind about this. Just for whatever. I want to be able to dump more a little bit faster as needed. Get down over there. Thermal power! Burn, baby, burn! Get a couple more. Excellent. There you go. Now we got lots of go juice. All right, we're gonna have to wrap up the stream because it's 4. I love the smell of burning dinosaurs in the morning. Does Quill know you can use multiple wireless power towers at once? Wait, to like what? Charge your battery up faster? I mean, right now my battery is not that big, so one of these charge towers seems to top it off super fast. But like, are you saying I could do this and then stand in like the Venn diagram and it just charged me twice as quick? It's kind of cool. I'm sure that'll be useful later when my battery is huge. Throw a bunch of coal in here to be ready to go. Let me go and shuffle this around. So I think it burns from this corner, and then I think this next. So this is a way for us to clean up our inventory a little bit. There's a blueprint for that. So you just stand in the middle. Boom, 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 boom. Unlimited power. So yeah, it's still hydrogen. That's the bottleneck on our production over here. Which, I mean, absolutely makes a lot of sense because this is easy to do. And yeah, and then we end up with this problem with this. But the recipe that we're researching right now, so it's X-ray cracking, and it's really kind of funky because this turns 2 hydrogen and a light oil into 1 graphene and 3 hydrogen. So it's actually got like this weird self-feeding loop because you feed the hydrogen from this back into itself, and you can input. I mean, I can't remember what the layout is. I think you still need to do the initial cracking to get your refined oil, your light oil, plus some hydrogen. But then you feed this into this loop to basically to consume. The big thing is to consume the light oil, because right now we're not using this for anything. And I think this gives us an ability to process this and just consume all of it. And it makes energetic graphene, which is exactly what we need for the other half of the red science, which is beautiful. Plus, the whole thing can be self-powering if you want, because our little power generators over here, we can actually just burn this energetic graphite. We can also use it for our own power supply as well. So the whole thing can be like consume all of its resources and power itself all at the same time. Yeah, it's a little like the uranium thing in Factorio. Yeah, a little bit like that. I mean, and Factorio's got it a little bit because you can do the sort of cracking from like the heavy crude to the light crude to the petroleum gas in a few different ways. In fact, you tend to, at some point in Factorio, you tend to set up a logic for that because you inevitably end up with too much of something and too little of something. So you keep rebalancing and stuff, which is really great. God, we haven't played Factorio in forever. I think the issue with Factorio is like, and with any of these base building games, is after you've beaten it a few times and you feel like you've completely solved the puzzle, it leads to like, well, how is this next playthrough going to be different from the previous one? Well, then you can introduce mods and stuff, sure. Yeah, you leave me alone there. Multiplayer Factorio win. Yeah, we could do it again too. Pastorio. And I mean, we did the Bob's and Angel thing once. That certainly changed things. But at this point, it's been so long since I've played that it would feel new again, which is great. But that's, I think, one of the reasons why RimWorld continues to be something that I just crave all the time, is especially with ideology, you really can do something that feels very different every single time. Yeah, I cannot into space yet. But now that we have red science going, we will be able to... So I've already have this, which lets me see veins on other planet systems. But the thing is, this drive system here, there you go. This lets you unlock a mecha sail so you can into space and then start visiting other planets. It's pretty crazy and awesome. And so we can get more drone speed. Yeah, right, because we got the mecha thing in there. More fuel power for ourselves. Before you go to another planet, you probably want to be a bit more energy, have bigger batteries and stuff. And maybe, you know, more cargo capacity before you consider any of those things. But yeah, so we'll have to do a redesign over here, we'll see. You did a 723-hour C-block in Factorio. Yeah, I once loaded up C-block and I kind of noped out of it almost instantly. It's pretty good though. And yes, I know KSP2, I'm so hyped for that. There you go, so now I can fit more energy. Where's my charge tower? More energy in this core over here, which just keeps a better, more stable power supply in between things, which is really nice. Yeah, I should really be flowing this differently. What I should be doing here, move this Dyson tower. I mean, obviously the initial setup here wasn't meant for this. But what we really want is that. So if it gets backlogged, we're still gonna like load this up, but otherwise we just feed directly into these to keep that up. Although, again, I think it's more power efficient to convert this to graphene and then burn the graphene first. Even though we need a smelter to create the graphene or graphite first, I think this still ends up being more power efficient if you do make the graphite, but, you know, lazy setup over here. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here. And yeah, KSP, end of February, really excited for that. I quite thought Astro Colony was pretty good. If when you guys see the video on my channel for Astro Colony, please still click on it and give it a like, because the sponsor is going to be like caring about views and things like that. So, you know, don't ignore it just because you've already seen it maybe live. Although a bunch of you guys didn't see that part of the stream, in which case you should totally see it once it gets up on the channel. One day after your birthday. What a perfect release, Caldris. I'll have something to look forward to. We're going to go to Radicus for Luck, who's currently playing some Golfy, which is a roguelike deck building golf game, which is kind of amazing. And then she's also going to be playing something called Coral Island, which I haven't seen yet. Give her some love. I'm going to see you guys on Saturday, which is almost certainly going to be RimWorld. See you soon. Bye-bye.